Hi, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are all doing well. Um, I'm doing I'm doing pretty good. I know I sound bad, but I don't feel bad, so that's a good thing. Um, okay, so I just want to say thank you for joining me today for our Bella Crafts Live. Anne is not going to be with me today, and she's not going to be doing her live because she just got back from the show and she's just under the weather. She doesn't feel good. So she's just going to get some rest. And I told her, yes, that's what you need. So hang on just a second and let me make sure that we are live. There we are. Okay. I see it over here. All right. Awesome. There we go. Okay. So, those of you that are joining us for the very first time, hi, my name is Lisa Rojas, and I am the co owner of Bella Crafts Publishing. Um, what we do is we create ebooks, and we have a free magazine that we put out 4 times a year. So, we've got spring, summer, fall, and winter, and that is completely free. So if you haven't checked out our website and haven't signed up for our for our free magazine, you need to do that because it's free. It's absolutely free. So you're just going to go to our website, and you'll see at the top about um, the magazine. I'm sorry. My brain's a little foggy this morning. So you'll see about the magazine, and you just put your email address in, and it comes straight to your inbox every time a new issue comes out. So I will put, since Anne's not going to be with me today, I'm going to put links in after I'm done, so you guys will know, where you need to go to all these places that I'm talking about. Okay, so for today, and good morning, Jeannie and Isabel. How are you? Oh, yes. Oh, I'm glad that you point that out, Jeannie. Yeah, we don't bombard our viewers and our readers with emails because, we don't like it when we get 1,000 emails from other people. So we don't do that. So don't worry about, getting bombarded with all of that stuff. But while you head to the website, make sure that you check out our ebooks that we have for sale. There's quite a few on there in all different categories of crafting. uh, we've got, Eileen Hall with her Sizzix dies, and we've got one on mixed media, stamping, embossing. There's all kinds of different crafts that, you will love to do. So make sure that you check those out while you're there. All right. So, hi, Isabel. I already said hi to you guys, right? I can't remember. Yeah, and it's just not feeling good today. So, I told her she just needs to get some rest, which is what, we all need. But today I'm going to be working with her products, and it's super fun. I'm creating 2 different shaker tags, and here, let me grab them real quick and show you because they're just so much fun. So this is one that I did. And then this is the second one. So you'll be able to, all these lights, it's hard to see them. I'll show you again when I put my camera down and you can see them better. So that's what we're working on today. Make sure that you like, comment, and share my video here with the hashtag Bella Crafts to get in on the giveaways. We have giveaways every single week, um, different sponsors every week. So we have giveaways from those sponsors every week. So lots of fun, but you need to make sure that you like, share, and comment. Okay. Share, because the more you share with your family and friends, then, the more people come to visit us, which is absolutely lovely. We love having everybody come, hang out with us on Wednesdays. So, I think I covered everything so far. I'm sorry I sound like this, you guys. I'm not really sick. It's just I think I'm just tired and my voice gets tired. So, but we're going to muscle through and get this done, and you're going to love it. So I am going to be foiling today. And for those of you that have never seen foiling, it is so much fun. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And I think that's everything. I think I covered everything. But again, since Ann is not with me today, I will, when I'm done, I will check over the comments to make sure that if you have any questions or whatever, then I'll answer them for you. Okay. So usually, Ann and I are a tag team. So she usually does that while I'm doing mine, and then I do it when she's doing hers. But it's just me today, guys. So let's get started. Let me show you how to create these fun tags, and we're going to have a good time. I hope my voice lasts through the whole thing. All right. So let me switch cameras here real quick. All right. There we go. All right. So these are the tags that I am creating for you today. Let me grab I have my Gina K. All right, hold on. Okay, there we go. It happens every time I bump my computer and my thing comes out. So let's try this again. It's live, you guys, and those of you that have been with us forever, you know that there's all kinds of craziness that goes on with us in these lives. Okay, so I am going to try not to touch that cord again, but this is what we are creating today. So much fun. Let me bring it down just a little bit so you can see them a little bit better. There we go. They're just so much fun. This one is just all about bright colors and fun, and with the shaker element on it. And this one I did as not a shaker. I did it more as a shadow box. And those of you that know me and follow Anna and I, you know that I love doing shadow boxes. So what I did with this one was I just eliminated the all of the confetti that you normally put in, and I added flowers and stuff instead. So I'm going to show you real quick how to do both of these, and we're going to have a good time. All right, so let me pull back now just a smidge. There we go. All right, so I'm going to show you here. Okay, so these tags are actually 3 pieces. You can purchase them at Michael's. Okay, just so you know. You get a package. They come in a package of 6. Okay, so hi, Lynn. So what you get when you buy them, the tags themselves, okay? So you're going to have a front piece, a back piece, and then this piece here. All right, let me get this stuff out of the way here. This piece, nope, wrong one. I grabbed the wrong one. There we go. Okay, and this piece is thicker. So this is, it gives you your thickness for your confetti that you put in for your shakers. And then it comes with the plastic that goes on top, okay? So it's 3 pieces. As I said, you can get them at Michael's. I don't remember how much I paid for them, but you get 6 in a package. So, and they're really fun to work with too. So just want to let you guys know about that. So we're doing that. That's what the tags look like. And then, of course, let me show you real quick. Here we go. Okay. I'm using Ann's toner papers in my project for today. So I wanted to just show you real quick the packages that she has. So she has this package of toner papers, which I use the diamonds in. And this one is called the Geometrics. So she has this set. It's 20, it comes 24 in a pack. And then there's 6 designs in each pack. Okay. So you're getting 24 um, different stuff, different pages, toner pages. So we've got that one. And then also, this is another one of her toner paper sets. This one's called Beautiful Foils. And on this one, I used this real pretty design here. It's like a flourish. I love the flourishes. They're so, so cool. So again, this one comes with 12 and they are 6x6. So you guys know that. And then of course you get the different designs. I think it's 12. I think it's 12, but you know, you'll find out. Okay. Toner sheets are just plain black sheets that, let me see if I pulled one out. Yes, I did. All right. Okay. So this is a toner sheet. And this is one of the things that we're going to be working with today. So she has this also. There are toner sheets, which I love because you can put the designs on them and then you can die cut them and do all kinds of fun things. And then this is the other set that she has of black and white florals. And there's 24 in here. Okay, at 6x6. 6 different designs and just loads and loads of fun. All right. There we go. So I'm going to put that off to the side for now. And I'm going to show you how to foil because Ann and I both love to foil. And I'm telling you, there's just like nothing like it. You know, we foil with Thermoweb's Deco Foil. And oh boy, I just love the results every single time. Okay, so if you are new to foiling, let me explain to you real quick how it works. Okay, we're going to do the diamond set first. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of foil, just like this, and you're going to lay it on top of your toner sheet. With this one, you know, you can, once you have it done, then you can go ahead and cut it or die cut it or do whatever that you want to do with it. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you put the toner paper with the shiny side or the decorative side up facing you. A lot of times people think that this is the side that foils. It's not. The foiling comes from this side. So a lot of first-time foilers make that mistake. I made it when I first started foiling years ago. So I always try to point that out. So just make sure that the shiny part of your foil is facing up. Okay. And what I'm using is my Gina K. This is my fuse from Gina K. I love, love, love this machine. It works fabulous. If you guys haven't seen it or check it out, you need to do that. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your foil, your toner sheet and your foil, and then you're going to put it in what we call a carrier sheet. A carrier sheet does come with Gina K's fuse tool. So if you're going to buy one, you'll have one of these in there. If you just have a regular foiling or, like a regular laminator, sorry guys, a regular laminator, then you can use like parchment paper or copy paper as your carry sheet. So, whichever. You can do all of that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put that in. Make sure that we get it covered. Okay, and then what you want to do from here is this sheet right here, or this part right here has the fold on it. So you want to put that in your machine first. So on the Gina K machine, I usually do my foiling on the number 4 setting. So it's different. It has 5 different settings, guys. So you can use it for all kinds of different things. And just so I just wanted to make sure that you knew that too. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we are going to take this and then we're going to feed it into our laminator. There we go, just like that. Okay, and what it's going to do is it's going to fuse the toner paper and the foil together. So lots of I absolutely love doing the reveal for this. All right, so it's going to pop right through and it's going to come out the back of the machine. You see it there? So it's going to come out your back. And then you just wait and then there you go. We're going to put that over here. And then you take it out of the carrier sheet. And this is always the fun part, right? Because it's the big reveal. So you're going to pull this piece off. I'm going to set that to the side. And then you have, it's so hard to see with these lights, but you have this beautiful foil background that you can use for your cards, scrapbooks. If you're into scrapbooking, you can use it for all different cool stuff. So this is this one. And then I wanted to show you the second sheet that I'm going to do. I'm going to set this one off to the side. And the second sheet that I'm going to run through is the floral one. This is such a fun design on the foils. Let me show you real quick, guys, the different foils that I used so you will know. Okay, so I'm going to set that to the side for just a second. So this is the rainbow one that I used for the happy birthday tag. Okay, I used this rainbow one for the front of the tag, and then I used the silver glitter for the page that I just did for inside, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. So you've got the rainbow, or this is called Rain Glow. I love that. Yeah, it is so beautiful, those colors. And then the silver glitter. And then this piece that I'm showing you now comes from the Color Harmony sets. Now, they've got a few of these out with different colors. I did one, I can't remember. It was, I think, the end of last year sometime, where I used a purple set, and it was just absolutely fabulous. So this one is called Shades of Pink. And this is, all of these are from Thermal Web, all of our deco foil. So this one is called, as I said, Shades of Pink. So I used this one. And then also, I also used this one right here to do my sentiments. So I'm showing you that also. Okay, so let's do this one real quick just so I can show you again. I love this pattern. It's so cool. So again, we're going to take it and slide it in. And you want to do, as I said, the fold, put the fold in first. And you just set it in there until it grabs. You'll feel it when it grabs. And then, as I said, it's going to go straight through. Okay. And then also, I'm going to show you about the sentiments here in just a second. Okay, so again, you can see that it's coming out the back. And you do need to be a little careful because it is hot when it comes out. So just be cautious of that, so you don't end up burning yourself. Okay, there we go. So let me move that out of the way again. And this was done with the black toner sheets that I showed you of Ann's. Okay, so here it is. And then what we're going to do is peel this off. And you'll see that this piece is clear because I used the black toner sheet. So then you have the full design with all the colors and all of that. It is so beautiful in person, you guys. You will love these. So this is the other sheet that I used. Okay. And then last but not least, I've got my sentiments here. So we got to make sure that we put these together. Now, these are the sentiments from Ann's pack, and they are called die cut sentiments, and you get 61 different sayings and sentiments and stuff in here. There's all these different ones. You can see them all on the back. So they're really, really cool. And easy because, you know, you got the sentiment already. You don't have to worry about stamping anything. You just foil that baby and you're good. So this is the set that I used for my tags. Okay, so for the happy birthday one, I used a blue foil. Now this foil is also from Thermoweb. And this one is called, let me find the name. This is called Denim. Okay, it's just a really, really pretty blue. And this one comes in the rolls instead of the flat sheets. Okay, so what I did here was, again, I'm going to cover my toner sheet here with my foil. And I'm going to slip it in here. No, let's do it this way. I'm going to slip it in here. And then also do the same for this other tiny little sentiment here. Okay, this is for the birthday tag. All right, so let me grab this. And then I'm just going to put this in here. And make sure that my paper stays covered. Because it gets a little crazy when, you know, you're working with smaller pieces, but it's all doable. All right, so we're going to slide that in. Whoops. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. And again, I'm going to run this through the laminator. Okay, so I'm going to put that in and then run it through. And then I'm also going to do the same thing with the pink tag that I did. And this foil is from the package that I showed you, the shades of pink. And this is the one of the different colors in it. Because there's one set in the packages that have designs on them. And then the other 3 different are just different colors. So this is the one that I used for my other tag. All right, so let me pull this out again. Oops. Okay, I'm going to take these out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set those to the side for a minute and go ahead and pop these in. To make sure that everything. Now, I have done in the past where I have, when I'm working with smaller pieces, I have used like a little piece of washi tape on the back to hold it down. That's, you know, a personal preference. If you want to do it, fine, you know, but you don't have to. Okay, so we're going to slide that smaller one in. And then the thinking of you, we're going to put that one in also. All right, just like that. And then we're going to slide that one through. So then we have all of our foiling now is done. Okay, so I'll wait, and now let's just do it now. Okay, so for the blue one, I'm going to pull this off. And again, I don't know if you can see it on camera. Oh, I get so frustrated because it's absolutely gorgeous in person. But that's that really pretty blue for the birthday. And then also peel this one off. And this has the little saying, may all your wishes come true. All right, so we got those. And this one is done. Yay. So I'm going to turn my sheen off and set it down over here. All right, so now we're going to be ready to start putting things together. All right, so what you would do, let me put that off to the side. Okay, so what we're going to do from here, I'm going to peel these off. And this one, oh, look at that. That's so, so pretty. That's that really pretty pink. Oh, dang it. Well, that's all right. All right, and then this one is the thinking of you. I love these. I love, love, love these sentiments. All right, so now I think we're ready to start getting busy here. Okay, so we'll do the birthday one first. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your foiled sheets that you just did. Okay, so you're going to take the one, whichever one you're using, you're going to take it, and then what you're going to do is turn it over, and then you want to trace the front tag. You want to trace this, only once, sorry. So you want to trace that around and then cut it out, and also cut out your center. This is the front piece to your tag. All right, so lay it down, trace it with a pencil, and then cut it out. Now, for this one, I have already done. Okay, so this one, wait, before I forget. All right, back up, rewind. Okay, the front of the birthday tag is done with this piece. And this is what it looks like. So I've already ran this through. And then, of course, I cut it out ahead of time, just to save some time. So that's what you're going to use. So you run your page through, your papers through, and then take your tag, cut it out, and then you're ready to go. All right. And then you make sure that for the birthday one, we are going to be punching holes at the top. Okay, so I'm just going to do that real quick. And then as you can see, mine is already done. Okay, so now what you're going to do is take your other piece, which is this one that we foiled, and you're going to cut 2 of these, okay, from this piece. So 2 of those. And again, you're going to take your back piece, which is the solid one. You're going to take that and put it on the back, trace it, and cut it out. Okay. So then once you've done that, then we can start gluing everything together. Okay. So let me get my glue here. So this is for your very back sheet. Or your very back piece, I should say. Okay, so we're just going to add some glue. Let me pull my glue press closer to me. There we go. And you're going to adhere that to your tag. Okay. There we go, just like that. This is the piece that is going to go on the inside, but you also want to do your back piece, the back side of your tag, because you don't want to decorate everything else and then leave this. So you're just going to take that second piece and again, just add some glue And then we're going to put that second piece down. Okay, so there we go. Now we've got our back piece completely done. Now, the middle piece, this is the one that is thicker than the other two. This one you don't see, so you don't have to decorate it. Okay, so you're not going to see it. But if you want to, you can. It's up to you. I didn't do it with mine because I didn't think that it was necessary. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take some double-sided tape here. And we are going to, let's see, I'll do it on this piece. Okay, we're going to add some, this is our front piece again. So we're going to add some tape here so we can put our acetate down, or our window plastic, our clear plastic, however you guys call it. Okay, so we've got that one. And then this one. There we go. Okay. So then once you have that, then you're going to peel off your top layer here. There we go. Okay. I'm going to peel all of these tape liners off. And I love when you're doing this and then everything starts sticking to your fingers, right? Okay, and then you're going to take your acetate. Now, this acetate does have a clear coating on it. So there's like a piece of clear plastic coating that's on top. Did I already peel that off? I might have already done it. Okay. I might have already done it. But anyways, you're going to peel that piece off and then lay your window plastic down right on top there. All right. So now we have our top piece finished, and we've got our back, and then we have our middle piece. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this middle piece. Okay. We're going to adhere this. And again, you're going to want to, take more time to, make sure that you adhere everything really, really well. A lot of times when I'm doing my lives, I just use just a little bit of glue, but you really want to make sure that you get it done really well so it holds, because you do not want your shaker to just fall apart with everything coming out the sides and everything. That's just too much. All right. So we've got that down. There we go. So now we're ready to add our confetti. Okay, so I've got a couple little pieces of different confetti here. Wait, before I do that, I want to do my inside piece. I forgot about this. All right, so what you're going to do with this, you're going to adhere this. All right, take that off. See, that's another reason why I only use a little bit of glue. So when I mess up, then I can come back and fix it before everything gets set. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your sentiment and just adhere that to your back page. Let me do that real quick. So you're going to adhere that. There we go. I need to put this tag in front of me so I can remember how I did it. There we go. All right. And then again, we're going to add this top piece. Okay. So now you've got your sentiment in there, and now you are ready to do the confetti. Okay. So make sure you get that on there. There we go. Okay, there we go. And now you're going to add your confetti. Okay, so I've got a little bit of different colored stars here. I'll just throw them all in. And then some fun little, just little bits and pieces. Oh, if I can get it open. There we go. Okay, so then we're going to add a little bit of that. And we're going to cover that so I don't spill it everywhere because I probably will. Excuse me. All right, I'm going to get those out of the way. So now we are ready to take our front piece and glue it down. Okay. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. And then you're going to put that down on your front piece. Okay. And you've got your little shaker card going here. Oh, all right. That front's not on there really, really tight. So we have to be careful. Okay. So once you have your confetti in, now you're ready to finish decorating it. Okay. So what I did with this one for my other little saying here, my other sentiment, I cut a piece from my toner sheet that I had already done. So I took a piece of that, made it just a little bit larger than the actual sentiment, just to give it a border. So there we go. We're going to put that down, and then that's going to give it a really cute little border there. Okay, and then you've got your sentiment. Okay, so from here, now I'm going to show you what I used, but I'm not going to do it all because I want to get to my other tag. But from here, what I did is I took these little flowers that I just recently got, and you'll see here. Let me lay the finished one down. So what I did from here was I took some flowers, these cute little flowers that I have, and I just made a, like a little bouquet, just like that, and twist the wires around. And then what you can do is you can either cut these off and put them on individually, or you can go ahead and put them through your center here and then just trim the back. See, my shaker's not all the way on there, and that's why my confetti's coming out. So you see, that's the way you can do it 2 different ways. All right, let me scooch this out because now my confetti's just everywhere. All right. So you're going to add your flowers, and then, of course, you're going to add your pretty fibers. You guys that have been following us for some time know that I absolutely love my fibers. Okay, so you're going to take those, cut them, put them through your hole there, and then the last thing you're going to do is add your sentiment. And I kind of did it, I wanted it to pop out. So for this one, I kind of did it like this. Okay. And then I just glued it on to my shaker. Just like that. Okay. And then when I was finished with that, then what I did was I took another thing of silk flowers that I had, and I put down the bottom here. And then to finish it off, I glued on 2 birthday candles on the front. I just thought that just kind of made the whole thing come together. So cute. So this is the birthday one. And of course, I glued it down really well. So, my fibers. Now, the other thing that you can do with your tags, I put trim around mine. Okay. Because I don't like unfinished pieces. So you don't have to necessarily do that. You can put it together, put your tag together and not do the sides. That's completely up to you. But for me, I like my sides finished. So I just hot glued a little bit of trim that I had, just like this, and I just hot glued it all the way around. And then that's how you finish your birthday tag. Okay, so let me get that out of the way. And now I have confetti everywhere. But hey, that's all right. All right, so next we're going to work on the pink one. Now, as I said, I did not create the pink one as a shaker. I did it more as a shadow box. Okay, so I did things a little bit differently on this one than I did on the other. But again, what you're going to do is you're going to foil your papers. Okay. And then you're going to put them on the back side of your toner sheets and use a pencil to trace it and then cut it out. Okay. So the flower one that I did, this is the one that's on my front piece. I just love that. It's just so funky. I love it. Okay, so let me set those to the side. So that's going to be your top piece for the pink one. And then, of course, for the back piece, I used the flourish. And, for the back, you want to cut 2 for your back piece. Okay, and that is because you want your front and your back covered. So it's nice and pretty. Okay, so again, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. There we go. And this one, I did not cut the holes out on the top of these pieces because I just added my bow to the top. So I just left the holes. I didn't cut them through. Okay, so we've got the back piece, and then we're going to do this side. There we go. Cover that. Okay, so now you've got your front and your back covered. And then I've already done my very front piece. And then again, I have my middle piece. Okay, now let me see if, because I don't remember taking the plastic part off of them, but sometimes it's hard to get off and I don't want to mess with it. So I don't want to take the time. So I'm just going to put it on like this. All right. So we've already got it around here. And where is my nifty little tool? Here it is. So we're going to peel this off. These are really quick and easy to put together. They really are. I like the pre-made stuff because it does make, the project easier. So I do like that. But, all right. There we go. Okay, so then we're just going to add, I'm not going to put anything on the bottom down here, just because I don't have confetti that's going in, so I'm not worried about anything coming out the back or the bottom. All right, it's easier for me to do it. There it is. Okay, I see it now. Let me see if I can get it off. Yeah, nope, I can't get it off. Well, I can, but, we may be here a while, so we're going to just pretend that the clear plastic is off. All right, set that down, or tape that down, and then you got your top piece. Whoops. All done. Okay, now for this one, because I did a shadow box and not a regular shaker, for this one, Okay, what you're going to do now, I did this, I added my tape and everything on it. Well, I'm going to do my sentiment first so I don't forget before I put this piece on. Okay, so I'm going to put the sentiment on, which is this really pretty thinking of you in the pink. And then also what I did, because you've got a whole sheet, you got 6x6. So then I just cut a little square out of it, just like that, and added it to my sentiment just to kind of make it pop a little bit. Okay, so we're going to add this. And I am going to be doing a blog post on this, you guys, like I do every week. So just I will post that I have put the blog post up so you can see, but I will put all of the steps and all of the products and everything that I use so you'll know. Okay. All right. So then we're going to take this and we're going to glue that down. But before I do that, I want to check just to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to go. All right. Now, what you can do here from this point, if you want, you can either eyeball it or lay it down, put this piece on top, make sure that everything is straight, and then just mark it with a pencil. So when you remove this, you'll know where you need to lay it back down. Okay. This one is a little bit smaller, so it will fit in there without having to, if you don't want to glue it ahead of time, it will fit. Okay, the birthday one was a little bit wider, so I had to make sure that everything was covered right. So we're going to add this. There we go. And then we're going to add our top, or our middle piece, I should say. Okay, so for this, now see, I want this to come down. That's the reason why I said to measure it out first, because I'm going to be adding some flowers. So I want to make sure that my flowers and stuff are going to show. Okay, so get it on there, make sure everything is straight. Okay, that looks, well, it's a little crooked. The sentiment there. Here, let me take this off for a second. There we go. Okay. Now we're ready. We're going to add this middle piece down. All right. So we're just going to add some glue and just set that right on top. Okay, so now you've got your sentiment in there and you've got your middle piece on. So now what you can do before you go any further is take some flowers. Now for this one, let me show you the finished one again. I have these little flowers. So what I did was I cut 2 of the iridescent flowers. Let me pull this off. And I'll do one so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Some wire cutters. Okay. And then I just glued them on my tag here. Okay. So for this one, what I did was I put the iridescent one here and then 2 pink flowers here and then another iridescent. You see, just like that. And then I added another one down here at the bottom. So you're just going to cut your flowers, cut them off like that. And then you're just going to use the flower. You don't need the wire, okay? Just so you know. All right. So you're going to have all of that on the inside. And then, excuse me. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some dimension, because if you try to put the flowers in with this, you're going to have some bulk issues, right? So that's why I wanted to make it more of a shadow box instead of a shaker. So you want to have a little bit more depth for this one. So to do that, what I did was I took these strips from Gina K and I just put them around both sides. There we go. And you don't necessarily, even again, because you're not doing confetti, you don't really necessarily have to cover all of this. I just did because I just wanted to make sure that, everything was going to stay on right. Okay, but you don't have to, because nothing's going to be falling out. So if you just want to add little pieces of the foam tape, that's perfectly fine. All right, so now we've got those all on. Yeah, because if you were doing a shaker with this, you would want all of these corners covered in foam tape and everything, because you don't want the confetti to come out. But since we're not doing that, then we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so then we're going to peel off the layers here. There we go. And then I am making a mess over here, you guys. Okay, so you've got your stuff all laid down. So now you're ready to add your top. Now, what I did for this one, because there was no confetti, is I kind of set it up like this and then put it together, because I wanted to make sure that, that it was on there straight, because that foam tape does not move once you have it on. So, see what I mean? Okay. Yeah, that's the reason why. Okay, so I want to make sure. Oh, there it is. Now I can see the lining, of course. All right. I'm going to peel this off real quick. There we go, because the lining is what's messing it up. Oh, there. Okay. Now we're back in business. Put this back down. There we go. Okay. And you want to make sure that you have everything covered. All right. So then you're going to add your top piece there, just like that. And again, it gives you a wider dimension. Well, you can't really see because of this, but it makes it thicker. Okay, so you can add, all kinds of the flowers and stuff on the inside. Very, very fun. Okay, so once you have that done, then what you can do is take your sentiment. And again, I just cut out a little piece of the toner paper, a little bit bigger than my sentiment, just to frame it. There we go. Nope. Okay. There. Okay. And then what you're going to do to finish this one off, you're going to adhere your sentiment here. Okay. Let me move this out of the way and I'll show you the finished one. So you've got your sentiment down here, and I added a couple of the enamel dots, some pink ones on there. Okay, so you've got that on, and then I did a bow at the top and just, made a pretty bow. And then to finish it off, then I used my glue gun and I added my trim all the way around. So then this one, you definitely want to do your your sides or do the whole thing with a trim, just for the simple fact that, you're going to be able to see all of that. And you don't want to see that when you're making this card or this tag. Okay. So this one, I definitely recommend that you add a trim around the side. So there you go, guys. There are both of the tags, the finished ones there. And see? And then you're like all done. Perfect. Oh, I just love how these came out. I absolutely love how they came out. The colors and stuff just really, well, you guys know me. I love color, so I love that pop when I get to see all those pretty colored, especially with foils. Okay, so talk amongst yourselves for just a minute, and I can switch my cameras. All right. Let me switch my camera here. There we go. Okay, there we are. Hi, I'm back. Okay, wasn't that fun? So much fun, right? I mean, and these are just adorable. Just adorable. I love them. Love, love, love. So this was one of those projects that I was like, oh, wow. I really, really like this one. So I hope you guys give it a try. You can check out the toner papers that I used from Ann's website. I know she was going to be adding some new things to her website, so she may not have everything up right now because she was gone to the show. But if not, just check back and see, when she's going to have it on her website. Okay, so I will go over all of the comments here, and so I can, make sure that there's questions or whatever. But let me see who else popped in. Okay, Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. And Diana. Hi, Diana. Lynn. Hi. Okay. Helen. Helen, I think you were in earlier, right? I can't remember. All right. So do not forget, okay, you want to hashtag Bella Crafts and like, share, and comment on my video here, and you will be entered into the giveaway for next week. Okay, we have our giveaway for the following week. If you're watching from YouTube, you do not have to worry about it, because if you just put that hashtag in, what I do with YouTube watchers is I put your name manually into the randomizer, and that's how the winner gets picked. So it's just easier that way, because for some reason it won't grab it off of YouTube. So that's why I always do it that way. And you have from today to next Tuesday to like, comment, and share. And you can do it as many times as you want. The more you do it, the more the randomizer, it's going to show up. So you have until next Tuesday at midnight Central Time to enter for the giveaway, and then you're good to go. Okay, so you got a whole week. And the reason why we do that is because we have the majority of our viewers are replays. They watch the replay. They can't come to the live, so they watch the replay. My mouth is just not working today. That's nothing new, right, guys? Yeah. So with that, I forgot what I was going to say, but you guys get it. So we make sure that everybody has a chance to win. That's the most important part. You got to make sure that everybody wins. So from last week I did, so I showed you how to use Pear Blossom Press's new T-Square, and Amanda, who owns Pear Blossom Press, she gave us two $25 gift certificates for the giveaway. So that's from last week. And the winner for those, and I don't even know if you guys are in here because I have not seen yet. Okay. So the winner from those is Rebecca Yarling. Yes, Rebecca, and Dorothy Green. So those are the winners from last week for the Pear Blossom Press. I will be contacting both of you guys to let you know. And that's it. We'll give your email addresses to Amanda at Pear Blossom Press, and she will contact you with your prize. So yay for that. But next week, make sure that you do it for the giveaway for next week. Okay. All right, you guys, that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed these tags. They're so much fun to make, and they are really super easy. I mean, you saw how quick I put it together. So, I know that I did steps ahead of time, but still, trust me, they're super, super easy. So I will put the blog post up. It usually goes up on Sunday or Monday. So I will put that up, and that will have all of the, like I said, all of the measurements and the products that I used and links to where you can go to buy the products. Right? Perfect. All right, you guys. So that is it for me today. And as I said, Ann's not feeling good, so she's not going to be doing her noon live. So, and I also wanted to tell you, I'm going to be gone next week. I'm not doing a live next week because we're leaving tomorrow. We're going to be gone for a week in our RV. We're taking a trip. So I won't be here next week, but Ann will be, unless she's not feeling good, but we'll let you guys know. So, have a wonderful week. Have a blessed Easter. Enjoy your family and your friends. And, don't forget to take some time to craft because it's good for your soul. It really, really is, guys. All right. You take care, and I will see you back in 2 weeks. Okay. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.